Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come in pretty desperate here for a win as they've started the year 0-5.
And it seems way too early to start talking about hot seats. But guess what? When a team is 0-5, people start wondering about their jobs.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the
From the the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Winston now. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards on the game's opening play. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 18 carries, 58 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Winston going to get this out to Evans. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 3rd down, Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And here are the Falcon offensive starters.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
On 3rd down, McLaughlin airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The first down carry here for Johnson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Open man has got it. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kerryon Johnson, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. McLaughlin. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. McLaughlin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Faster!
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Johnson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Jameis to throw it. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw, Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Throwing on 1st down. McLaughlin. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The first down throw for Winston. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process.
And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson.
Nice pick, nice pick.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Johnson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. You're out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number one. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, McLaughlin. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. McLaughlin. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk. They'll take a look.
Incomplete. Intended for Robert Foster.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Ready. 60-or.
So we've reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Looking to throw. McLaughlin airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And they have the 3 takeaways, but still losing despite the effort that we see on the screen.
And thank goodness for that effort, because without it, they're probably really getting routed at this point. keeping them in the game as best they can. They've got to increase their proficiency in taking the ball away because right now they're not getting enough help from the rest of the squad.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Johnson. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it this.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Matchbox lights. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
In your face.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. And the catch made by Johnson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. The tackle.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions.
That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Down to lose 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. McQueen And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. McLaughlin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So now Winston and the Bucs down 13-7, a minute 45 to play. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young child.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points. Third and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Atlanta, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on